We have never had to respond to an active shooter situation to date. However, that said, we spend an inordinate amount of time training on that very situation. We focus most of our training in the area of high-risk, low-frequency events.
We want to train the public on what an active shooter is like, how they can respond, what can occur. But for the police department, we spend a minimum of 40 hours training officers up in force-on-force, preparing for an active shooter event.
The community that we serve entails providing law enforcement and protective services to two institutions. The University of Texas MD Anderson Cancer Center, which is the #1 cancer treatment center in the United States. Also the University of Texas Health Science Center, who produces more healthcare providers than any other single institution in the state of Texas. Both these institutions are located in the Texas Medical Center. The Texas Medical Center is the largest medical center in the United States, or actually in the world. We operate under what we call vertical policing strategies. We have a process which we use unified risk oversight, which is the partnership with the rest of the institution. We have an exemplary layered security process that's integrated, that's people, that's systems, that's technology, that's law enforcement, that all comes together.
Our patients have long-term relationships with MD Anderson, and we partner with UT Police. They are our partners, they're part of our organization. They have to have special skills to understand some of the challenges and situations that our patients face. They also have different programs in place, whether it's escorting patients to the garages or on campus, helping them find their way, maybe understanding certain medical issues that are going on with them that is important for them to be able to get the patient to the right place. We also have programs such as verbal judo, being able to know how to talk well with patients to diffuse situations. And also as far as our threat assessment team that the University of Texas Houston Police Department is part of, helping other members on the team that have different disciplines to be able to understand from a law enforcement perspective the risks and threats that could be posed by either employees or patients or visitors on the campus.
We here at UTPD, we wear many hats. We are here basically to prevent crime and to serve the public. So one of the hats we wear, of course, would be protectors. We're educators. We're information resources. We're first responders to Code Blue and Code Red. We're also here to show compassion for our patients. We're a shoulder to lean on and an ear to listen.
We do have 19.1 million square feet of university to patrol. This area is constantly under construction. It's constantly being renovated, constantly departments, areas, people are moving around. We support a population of employees of approximately 19,000 employees. We see a visitor rate of about 100,000 visitors a day. So when you add all that together, if you look at the officers that we have working here, they have intimate knowledge of the floor plans, how the doors work, how the access control works, where the entrances and exits are, what are considered the secure areas, what are the areas of heightened sensitivity, and the biggest thing is they have an ongoing daily relationship with the employees and patients who belong here. So when those employees and patients see something that's out of the ordinary, they feel very welcome in letting an officer know, and that allows us to intercept any type of event before it occurs.
The team works with facilities and other departments within the institution in assessing the vulnerabilities and threats of the locations or different buildings, especially before the building is built, and advising them on what those weaknesses are and advising them on how to mitigate those threats. Communication is a big part of our organization.
We have several officers, especially on our crime mitigation team, that have been trained by the Naval Criminal Intelligence Group, have worked with the FBI, and they have an excellent matrix on how to look at behaviors of concern. So this is that lane of our threat assessment team that is actually looking at what the officer's report says, what the witnesses said, what's occurring in the individual who we think is the concern's life.
We conduct backgrounds on potential threats or people who pose a potential threat. We work with various other agencies. We share information, and we assess those threats and determine whether or not they're a risk to the institution.
I believe that the University of Texas Police is always pressing to just strive for excellence, and they achieve that. As the hospital has grown, as the campus has grown, they've responded to staffing needs, being able to adjust their work and their strategies to best serve our needs.
We have a fully integrated process where you have police officers, you have public safety officers, you have technological systems in place, and because of the economies of scale and the way that those systems work, you're much more efficient. It also allows us to be better at vertical policing. It allows us to be better at utilizing our unified risk oversight strategies. The phrase that we use is left to boom, meaning that we spend a lot of our resources and time on activities that are before a major critical catastrophic event would occur. So we're talking about lots of awareness training, lots of prevention. We're talking about working with our community in partnership. We're talking about everything we do from backgrounds on contractors, employees, and others, all the way through how we drill, we train. Everything that we can do, working with the community, with the threat assessment teams, working with intelligence, bringing information in so that we can never get to boom.